Is it really that bad to stand on the top step of a ladder if you're only going to be there a few seconds? The short answer is yes. The long answer is covered in this training. Ladders are one of the most common tools used across industries. From the shortest step stool to the tallest scaffold, safety must be the priority. It's important to understand the type of ladder in use for a given application and how to properly use it. This training will include types of ladders, ladder materials and ratings, and ladder safety, along with the 3 points of contact principle. Misusing or using the wrong ladder can lead to injury. Ladders come in a variety of sizes, material, and ratings. Ensure the correct ladder for the job is being used prior to climbing. What types of ladders do you use in your place of work? What safety requirements are you already aware of? Are you in compliance and are you working safely? Let's first explore the different types of ladders you might come across, and then we will take a deeper dive. A durable step stool is perfect for smaller tasks. Step stools typically have 1 or 2 sturdy steps on one side, with the other side intended for support. They are designed to be easily set up, folded, and stored. These ladders are perfect for smaller projects like changing light bulbs, reaching higher shelves, or in basic storage areas. The step stool, like its name suggests, has sturdy steps, a foldable grip handle, and 4 legs for secure support. OSHA Standard 1910-23B3 states that the steps on step stools are spaced no less than 8 inches apart and not more than 12 inches apart. A step ladder is a must-have due to its versatility. These ladders are not to be confused with larger step stools. The step ladder will have more steps and have a higher performance rating versus step stools, which are for light use. The self-supporting A-frame design makes them stable away from walls, allowing you to use them without additional support. There can be rungs on both sides of the ladder or rungs on one side only. Since they tend to be shorter, you can use step ladders for smaller projects such as installing a ceiling fan or small outdoor projects. Platform ladders are step ladders that have a flat space for standing at the top instead of another step. A rail extends above the platform as a place of contact. These ladders are used when working from a fixed height. Now remember, for most ladders, standing on the top level or 2 is an unsafe practice. Be sure to only stand on levels that can safely support you. These should already be clearly labeled and appropriately certified. Extension ladders have a base with 1 to 2 sections that slide out to reach a desired height. The base can have feet that pivot to adjust angles. Extension ladders require a surface, such as a wall or a roof line, for support. For roof work, ensure you use hooks. Larger ladders will have a pulley system to help extend the ladder more easily. These ladders are good for projects such as painting or outdoor tasks. Telescoping ladders are another type of extension ladder that collapses for easy storage or transport. Multi-position ladders allow for versatile use. These can work as step ladders or extension ladders. Some models can even be adjusted to use on stairs or as a part of scaffolding. A scaffolding ladder is used in construction or building maintenance. These ladders have more than 1 level of platforms that allow you to easily change positions. Rolling or portable scaffolds allow for repositioning as work completes or progresses to another area. Due to the increased safety risk associated with working at heights, guardrails and outriggers should be used to provide more stability. Fixed ladders, including individual rung ladders, are permanently attached to a structure, building, or piece of equipment. This includes, but is not limited to, fire escapes, rungs leading to a flat rooftop, manhole ladders, and rungs for towers. Since these ladders are fixed in place, they have additional safety standards and requirements. Fixed ladders should always be maintained and have the same strength and functionality as when they were originally placed. This requires frequent maintenance for missing rungs, broken welds, and addressing any corrosion that may have taken place. Ladders come in a variety of materials depending on their purpose. Aluminum ladders are lightweight, rust-resistant, and easily transported or carried. These ladders do conduct electricity, so they should not be used for any electrical projects or near electrical lines. Extension, step, and telescoping ladders are typically made from aluminum. Wooden ladder options are typically found for step or extension options. This material is preferred for electrical work. These ladders are more affordable, but can be bulky and heavy. One advantage of wooden ladders is that they are not coated with any material that may obscure structural defects. Steel ladders are highly durable and have increased strength. This is a good option when needing to carry tools or heavy loads. These ladders do well in warehouses and industrial spaces. However, these ladders will rust, so they'll need to be galvanized or painted to meet regulations. Stainless steel can also be used in their construction. OSHA Standard 1910-23B6 states that metal ladders should be made with corrosion-resistant material or otherwise protected against corrosion. Load capacity or performance rating is the weight a ladder can safely handle. Depending on the job, the performance rating should be checked and while ensuring that weight limits are not surpassed. Otherwise, this results in an unsafe situation. Standard ladder ratings include Type 1AA, capacity is 375 pounds. Type 1A, capacity is 300 pounds. Type 1, capacity is 250 pounds. Type 2, capacity is 225 pounds. And Type 3 is 200 pounds. OSHA requires each step ladder or combination ladder to be equipped with a metal spreader or locking device that securely holds the front and back sections in an open position while the ladder is in use. Ladders are not loaded beyond the maximum intended load. Most ladders should be medium to heavy duty, but the weight limit should be a major consideration when selecting a ladder for a task. That said, you should also take into consideration the weights of each individual worker on site. A ladder might be safe for one employee to use, but a heavier employee, loaded up with materials, might surpass the weight limit. Misuse of ladders or going over the weight limit are leading causes of ladder safety incidents. To safely use a ladder, consider the type of ladder, material, performance rating, and the job to be done. Avoid conductive material when working with electricity or during inclement weather. Also, avoid ladders with lower weight capacity when using heavy tools. When selecting the ladder, keep in mind the performance rating or weight capacity must be greater than the weight of the person and tools that will be placed on the ladder. It's also important to never stand on the top rung, so ensuring you pick a ladder that is correct height is vital. The ladder needs to be placed on a firm, level surface that has dry surface conditions. Do not place a ladder on slippery, unstable, or icy surfaces. When in use, only one person is allowed on a ladder at a time. Only a scaffolding or ladder specifically designed for more than one climber can have multiple people using it. Ensure the placement of the ladder is not in the way of any hazards. Do not place a ladder in front of a door that is not locked, blocked, or guarded, as, if it is opened, both the climber and the person coming through the door are at risk. Wear slip-resistant shoes while using a ladder and ensure you're feeling normal. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or tired, do not use a ladder, as this increases the likelihood of a fall or a dropped equipment and materials. Do not use a ladder during high winds or storms, and ensure the ladder material is always appropriate for the job. Climbing too quickly, sudden movements, lack of attention, and inappropriate footwear all increase the risk of falling. To reduce this risk, it's best to use the 3-point of contact climb. This means that 2 feet and 1 hand, or 2 hands and 1 foot, are always securely on the ladder. When ascending, descending, or working, you should always be facing the ladder with 3 points of contact to remain stable in the event of a slip during the climb. To increase the effectiveness of the 3-point of contact climb, you should also consider proper climbing postures. Using improper postures increases clumsiness and the risk of a slip or fall. Wearing slip-resistant shoes is vital as it increases stability for the feet. Ascend or descend slowly and purposefully, ensuring deliberate movements that maintain the 3 points of contact. Do not carry objects in your hands since this doesn't allow for a firm grip on the ladder. That's why they make tool belts. Do not overreach or lean as it can cause the ladder to fall sideways or pull the ladder while standing on it. Never move a ladder while standing on it, and understand that improper use or lack of the 3 point of contact method increases the chance of a fall in the event a foot or hand slips. Safety and stability should always be at the top of your mind. Portable ladders should not only be used on flat, stable surfaces that prevent accidental displacement. No ladder should be moved or extended while standing on it. Any ladder placed in passageways, doorways, or driveways should be guarded by a temporary barricade, caution tape, or cones to direct traffic or pedestrians away from the ladder. Ladders used to access an upper landing should have side rails that extend at least 3 feet above the landing. Unless the ladders are specifically designed to be used together to provide extra extension, do not tie ladders or extensions together. Doing so will create greater risk of falls or injury due to equipment being unstable. Do not place the ladder on boxes, barrels, pallets, or other bases to add height. If you need to reach a height higher than the ladder can go, choose another ladder. Ensure all ladders are properly secured prior to use. When using an extension ladder, ensure each section is securely locked prior to climbing the ladder. You do not want to risk the ladder collapsing while in use. OSHA Standard 1910 23C 4-9 requires all ladders be secured, properly locked, and completely stable before use. To ensure stability, ensure you place the ladder according to the 4-to-1 rule. Every 4 feet you need to climb, ensure the base of the ladder is 1 foot away from the wall. There are additional safety requirements for fixed ladders. Grab bars should be present and extend 42 inches above access level. These grab bars are meant to stabilize the climber and allow for a safe exit from the fixed ladder. Personal fall arrest systems, known as PFAS, should also be present for ladders higher than 24 feet. Ensure that you utilize and comply with all safety systems, harnesses, and standards while working from a permanent ladder. In the past, cages were sufficient for compliance, but now an approved PFAS system is required to be compliant with new regulations. Continue to practice other ladder safety techniques. Even with a personal fall arrest system, all safety best practices apply when using a fixed ladder. Ensure that you always keep 3 points of contact and ascend or descend carefully. Don't let the safety system lull you into sloppy movements or unsafe work. You trust the equipment to protect you from an accidental fall, but it should be your last line of defense. Ensuring you pick the right ladder based on use, performance, capacity, and material is an integral part of ladder safety. Knowing when to use or avoid a specific type of ladder will ensure the climber doesn't exceed weight capacity, overreach, or choose a conductive material when working with electricity or during inclement weather. While the extension ladder and wooden step ladders are common, there may be other options available to use. Check the performance rating, and if you're unsure which ladder is best or safest to use for a job, ask your supervisor to help. Whether using a portable or fixed ladder, safe ascension and descension are paramount to reducing your risk of falling or injuring someone else. Ensure your shoes are non-slip and keep your hands clear so that you can successfully use the 3 point of contact technique. Ladders are a common tool across industries, and understanding the necessary precautions and regulations will help keep you and your coworkers safe.